For it is our children. Our children are the real reason that we in uniform all serve. Some say it's education. Some say it's money, or for a variety of other reasons. No, it's for others. We serve for others. And most importantly, we serve for our children. And as citizens of these United States, we were granted a gift, the most precious gift of all, the gift of freedom. And that is a very, very, very expensive gift. For it's paid for in the sacrifice and the blood from those who came before us. And it is our responsibility, the responsibility of the living, to pass that gift along and pay it forward to the next generation, to the next group of children. And today that gift is being paid for all over the world by soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, and soldiers of the United States Army at this moment. Great soldiers are deployed and engaged in combat operations across the globe. They are simultaneously deterring adversaries and assuring allies, building increased partner capacity and responding to regional challenges, providing humanitarian support, and disrupting terrorist networks. Wherever they are, America's soldiers are displaying courage, commitment, and character. They are demonstrating unparalleled competence and agility. And no matter the challenge, no matter how complex the environment or how dangerous the situation, our soldiers win. And just a very short distance from here, just 100 yards or so, there are so many lying in perpetual rest that have given that last full measure of devotion to ensure that we remain free and enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Those soldiers, those sailors, those Marines, those airmen are all forever soldiers of freedom. And it is our job now to carry the torch into the future. We are, in fact, the best equipped, best trained, and best led Army in the world. And we must stay that way if we want to remain a free people. We will adapt, we will change, and that's a given for our Army. We are an organization that's changed to meet the challenges for over 240 years, and we will change yet again to meet the challenges of the future. But there is no cheap way to change. And more importantly, there is no cheap way to buy freedom. The only thing more expensive than fighting and winning a war is fighting and losing a war. And winning wars is what the United States Army is all about. There are many who think wars can be won only from great distances and from space and from the air and from the sea. Unfortunately, those views are very, very wrong. War is an act of politics where one side tries to impose its political will on the other. And politics is all about people, and people live on the ground. We may wish it were otherwise, but it is not. Wars are ultimately decided on the ground where people live, and it is on the ground where the United States Army, the United States Marine Corps, and the United States Special Operations Forces must never, ever fail. And to succeed in that unforgiving environment of ground combat, we must have forces that have both capacity and capability, both size and skill. They must be manned, they have to be equipped, and they better be trained, and they will be well led. And we must adapt to combat. As America, we have no luxury of a single opponent. We have to be able to fight guerrillas and terrorists all the way up through nation-state militaries. If we do not maintain our commitment to remain strong in the air, on the sea, and yes, on the ground, then we will pay the butcher's bill in blood, and we will forever lose the precious gift of our freedom. As your Chief of Staff, I will ensure that we remain ready as the world's premier combat force. Readiness to fight and win in ground combat is and will remain the United States Army's #1 priority, and there will be no other #1. We will always be ready to fight today, and we will always prepare to fight tomorrow. Thank you, and may God bless those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and given their tomorrows for our todays. Army strong.